The crypto market is preparing for another bloody shakeout, a massive flush before the next big rally. And trust me, this is one moment you don't want to miss. Today, we'll dive deep into the Bitcoin and altcoin charts, talk about potential entry zones, and I'll show you my ironclad reasons why I still believe in the growth of altcoins, and why this might just be the last true alt season we ever see. Welcome to the daily crypto and Bitcoin market overview. Today is October 16th, and the local market situation remains tense. Dangerously tense. If you've been watching the charts, you can clearly see it. Every attempt by buyers to take control gets instantly crushed by the bears. Every bounce is being sold hard. Bitcoin's short-term chart still looks bearish, and with a very high probability, we won't see a true reversal until we get one more deep liquidity grab, somewhere in the $108,000 to $106,000 range. And let's be honest, that's exactly what the market needs. Without that kind of panic move, a quick emotional dip below the psychological 110K level, there's simply not enough energy for a real reversal. And while Bitcoin keeps looking down, don't expect altcoins to start flying. Yesterday, when Bitcoin tried another small bounce, I warned my community in our Telegram channel. Don't jump in yet, not worth the risk. And what happened next? The price dropped again, exactly as expected. That's why, if you haven't yet, join our free Telegram. I'm there 24/7, posting live updates the moment the market shifts, highlighting when it's worth taking risk and when to stay out to avoid getting trapped. We're already over 64,000 members, and there's no ads, no referrals, just pure market insight. The link is in the description below. Now let's talk about altcoins, because what's happening there is just as important. When we open the chart for MyR, we can see that after the flash crash, the price has been moving sideways. And right now, everyone who's afraid of missing the bottom is jumping in with leverage. They want to catch the reversal, but all their stop losses are sitting right below this range. What does that mean? When Bitcoin makes its final drop into the 108 to 106,000 zone, big money will grab that liquidity. Those liquidations become forced sales straight into the order book. And that's where smart money buys massive volumes at a discount before the real move-up begins. We can already see this pattern across multiple charts. On the 4-hour NERP chart, even if Bitcoin or Ethereum bounce slightly and Bitcoin dominance drops a bit, above we still have a heavy bearish order block. Until we break and hold above that zone, every small bounce is a trap. Solana shows the same picture. Pure short setup. Under that obvious support line lies a massive cluster of stop losses and long liquidations. The current sideways zone is basically a pressure buildup of long liquidity that will get swept out before the true reversal happens. On the crypto market, you almost never get a real reversal before the pain zone is cleared. Same story for LDO. Lots of emotional FOMO longs trying to catch the bottom with leverage. And if everyone is thinking the same way, that setup usually fails. So let's summarize what the charts are telling us today. One Bitcoin wants to dip lower into the 108K, 106K range before a real reversal up toward 117K, 118K. Two, during that final flush, Bitcoin dominance will likely spike up, and altcoins will get temporary discounts. That's when I'll start picking some of them up for short-term spot plays. If you watched my previous videos or follow our Telegram, you already know which altcoins I'm eyeing. LTC, BCH, OP, LDO, and a few gems with strong setups. 3. Considering Bitcoin's bearish look and dominance buildup, the market is clearly preparing for a quick liquidity flush and impulsive altcoin sell-off before the true reversal. So, opening longs right now is not the move. Stay patient, let the market do its washout. Once that happens, that's when the real profits begin. Alright, now let's zoom out. Let's look at the big picture, the part everyone's waiting for, the alt season. In yesterday's market overview, we already saw it. Bitcoin is deep in its distribution phase, and today we've got new on-chain data to prove it. Over the last 30 days, long-term holders, like the real investors, not retail, have distributed over 265,000 BTC. That's massive. If we open the global Bitcoin chart, it's obvious, we're nowhere near the bottom. We're sitting in the late phase of this bull cycle. And that means one thing, The time of altcoins is coming. At the same time, the US stock market is totally overheated. The bubble is expanding beyond reason. But when that happens, risk appetite rises. Investors start chasing higher returns on first and small cap stocks than in crypto. Take a look at the Russell 2000 index. It's breaking its 2021 highs, and every single time this has happened in history, the crypto market entered a risk phase, a period of euphoria and parabolic growth. The dominance chart of Bitcoin looks exactly like it did in 2021, right before the alt season exploded. Technically, dominance is pointing down. And when it finally breaks, we'll see liquidity flow from Bitcoin straight into altcoins. The total market cap of altcoins is already pressing against its 2021 highs. And I know, or right now, all we feel is fear, doubt, and apathy. No one really believes in alt season anymore. But I remember this exact same emotion. Back in early 2021, right before the explosion began, if the total altcoin market cap breaks above the previous high and holds, technically the alt season will be confirmed. And history shows that's when the real madness starts. Now listen carefully, and I'll see you in the next one. I know this market feels exhausting. It's been brutal, especially over the last 3 years. But I'm here to tell you something important. This might be the last real alt season we ever see. Here's why. Simple math. Back in 2017, there were only about 10 million crypto users. By 2021, we had around 300 million. Now in 2025, even before the alt season starts, we already have over 600 million participants. That means exponential growth can't continue forever. Crypto is going mainstream. ETFs, institutional adoption, tokenization of assets. This is no longer a niche game. It's becoming the financial system itself. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm staying in this market. Because when the last wave hits, I want to be inside, not watching from the sidelines. So, if you want to go through this historic journey with me and our amazing community, subscribe right now and join our free Telegram group. There I share daily updates, trading setups, liquidation maps, and educational tools. No paywalls, no ads, no nonsense. Just pure crypto strategy. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, leave a comment, and let's break the algorithm together. Because what's coming next might just be the last great crypto chapter of our lives. Stay sharp, stay patient,